Okay, here we are cutting sheets of plywood. This is cutting through 10 sheets of plywood, and this wood is 2.5 millimeters thick, and it is a 5-ply Finland birch plywood. And you can see there's the 10 sticks down there cut out. Here's the same thing from another view. This is now going to be, these are going to be made into boomerangs, and it takes 2 sticks for each boomerang. They're going to be crossed to make an X boomerang, or a cross stick. The boomerang man calls these the zippy stick boomerangs, and I'm doing these with my 4th and 5th graders this year. Here I am just knocking the corners off to begin rounding the ends. These sticks wind up being 11 inches long by about an inch and 1/8 wide, and I make sure that the wood grain runs the length of the stick rather than across the stick in order to give it more strength. I used to use paint sticks to do these paint stirring paddles, and it's gotten harder and harder to find good quality paint stirring paddles, and these boomerangs will be much better. Now I'm going to my main carving tool here and just finishing the rounding on the ends. Rounding an entire group of them like this is much faster than rounding each one at a time. The 4th and 5th graders will finish these boomerangs by doing the hand sanding, painting, and then gluing the sticks together. I will have them leave a small bare space on the wood so the glue will adhere well, and we will also rubber band them together in the center and then just leave the rubber bands attached on theirs. The ones I make for the boomerang man, I glue and put a pop rivet in the middle, but these are going to be for the students. Now I'm carving one stick here and carving one end of it, and then I'll turn it around and carve the other end. So here's the trailing edge going on the right-handed boomerang. The end gets carved, and then the leading edge gets a few passes, and then just a little bit on the underside, on all the undersides, and then that stick is done. So I pick up another stick and I examine it real quickly just to see which way the wood has a curve to it, and that determines which is going to be the top and bottom, so that the boomerang will have a little bit of dihedral. So here's the one end is being carved, and I do this pretty much the same way every time, so that it's a pretty repetitive action, and I can do this in my sleep. Just notice I'm wearing face protection, eye protection, and breathing protection also, because this plywood, you definitely don't want to breathe the dust from it. And there is the one boomerang ready to go.
What? Boomerang.